Ever dreamed of turning your side hustle into a massive success? We all have. We see the glamorous stories online, but we rarely talk about the silent struggles, the late nights, and the businesses that never quite take off. Let's talk about that, and more importantly, how to avoid it. Meet Amina. She was probably a lot like you, full of passion, energy, and a big dream to build something of her own. She poured everything she had into her side hustle. While her friends were out having fun, Amina was working. She spent countless nights staring at her laptop, skipping social events, and investing hours upon hours learning new skills. She was the definition of a hustler, grinding away, convinced that sheer effort would pave her way to success. But despite all the hard work, all the sacrifices, her business was stuck. Sales were flat, engagement was low, and that dream felt further away than ever. She was burning out. And for what? It was frustrating, confusing, and honestly, pretty disheartening. Amina started to wonder, what am I doing wrong? I'm working harder than anyone I know. This is a story that plays out all the time. The harsh reality is that most side hustles fail. And it's almost never because of a lack of effort. People are willing to work hard. The real reasons are often hidden in plain sight. First, many people start a side hustle without a real problem to solve. They have a cool idea or a product they think is neat, but they haven't stopped to ask, who actually needs this? What pain point am I solving? Without a clear problem, you're just selling a solution that nobody is looking for. Second, they ignore who their customers really are. They create a product for a vague, imaginary audience instead of getting to know real people with real needs. They don't talk to potential customers, they don't listen to their feedback, and they don't understand their world. If you don't know who you're selling to, how can you possibly sell to them effectively? And third, they fall into the trap of copying trends. They see someone else succeeding with a certain product or business model and think, I can do that too. But chasing trends is like building a house on sand. It's not sustainable. What works for someone else won't necessarily work for you because you don't have their unique audience, their skills, or their story. Amina finally realized this. She hit a wall and knew something had to change. She understood that hustling blindly wasn't the answer. Success isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart. It's where your effort meets a solid strategy. So, she did something that felt counterintuitive. She paused. She stopped the frantic, non-stop hustle and took a step back to think. She started studying her market not as a competitor, but as a detective. She identified a specific group of people and, instead of guessing what they wanted, she talked to them. She asked questions, listened to their frustrations, and learned about the problems they were genuinely facing. Armed with this real-world knowledge, she completely reshaped her business. She wasn't just selling a product anymore. She was offering a real solution. Slowly but surely, things began to change. A sale here, a positive comment there. The small wins started to add up. Her side hustle wasn't just a hustle anymore. It was transforming into a real, sustainable business that actually worked. The lesson from Amina's journey is powerful. Hard work alone won't save your side hustle. You need to channel that incredible energy in the right direction. Solve a real problem for real people. Become obsessed with understanding your customers. And build your strategy based on that understanding, not on fleeting trends. That's how you stop spinning your wheels and start building something that lasts. That's how you turn a side hustle into a success story. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on building a business that matters. See you in the next one.